What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Ultimate Team. This is episode number 18 and we start today's episode off on the back of what happened in the last episode, and if you missed that, here's a quick recap of what happened.
Down as a defeat. Well, two sides.
Yeah, we had 3 losses to start Division 3 off with, and we also drew. So no wins in the first 4 games of the new division in the last episode, and yes, I was very frustrated. Who says I don't rage, guys? Who says I don't rage? Anyway, just to let you guys know, this will be Sunday morning for you, and if you would like another episode of Career Mode today, then get this video to, let's just go with something completely random. 348 likes. If you can get this video to 348 likes, then I'll upload an episode of Career Mode for you later on this evening. Not sure when, but it will be sometime in the afternoon to the evening, UK time. And yeah, we start today's episode, of course, on the back of that terrible form in the last episode of winning no games. We came against the BPL 4-4-2 side: Lloris, Clichy, David Luiz, Vertonghen, Walker, Schürrle, Ramirez, Ozil. Not sure who was right mid, and I didn't see the strike partnership, but I think it was Suarez and Eto'o. Yes, it was. But yeah, we came against this guy, and it was a really decent side. And of course, with no wins in our last 4 games, I was really worried that we were going to come into this game and get off to a terrible start, and guess what? That's exactly what we did. It was a good strike, and then Ramirez got to the rebound after Sirigu saved it. So just a few minutes in, it looked as though the terrible form was going to continue after Ramirez got to the rebound of Schürrle's shot, I think it was. So we were 1-0 down here in 12 minutes, and it was just looking so bleak for us. But straight from kickoff, Menez collected the ball from Cavani, went down the centre, got past his man. Walker made the interception, but he gave the ball away. Eventually it came to Valbuena. Valbuena finds Cavani. Cavani cuts inside his man, takes aim, and the goalkeeper can't save it. So it's 1-1 here, and straight from kickoff we were back on level terms. I was not prepared to lose again, so thankfully we equalised here. And in the 22nd minute we won a corner. Clichy couldn't prevent the corner, so a good chance to put ourselves in front here for the first time in the game. The cross came towards Nkalu, and his header looped over Lloris and into the back of the net. So really solid header, and he puts it over the goalkeeper, and that makes it 2-1. So we're in front here, and on the stroke of half time, Matuidi wins the ball, plays a great free ball to Cavani. Cavani's got the legs to beat Vertonghen, goes through 1-on-1. Lloris makes a really good save, and Valbuena's header ends up going into the side netting. So 2-1 on the stroke of half time, and it looked as though it was going to finish that way until the 90th minute when Alessandrini collected the ball, chipped the ball over the top to Cavani. Lloris comes out, I try and dink it over him, but sadly I put too much power on it and it goes over the bar. So still 2-1. But really, I was just desperate to make sure the game would finish this way, because I really wanted to get back to winning ways here. I was not prepared to drop points once again. But straight from the goal kick here, the guy comes forward. Ozil finds Walcott here. Theo Walcott chips it over the top. And Kalu with a lovely bicycle kick clearance. It comes to Valbuena. Great chance here for a 3-on-1 opportunity. The ball comes over to the top to Jeremy Menez. Menez goes through. It's 2 on the goalkeeper. Who's going to score, Menez or Cavani? It is indeed Jeremy Menez. It's a lovely advanced rainbow, and he half volleys the ball past Lloris. So finally, the game finishes 3-1, and we finally have our first 3 points of the division. I was so relieved to find we'd finally won our first game of the division, but sadly, we hadn't, because EA decided to disconnect us again. Can you believe it? It's the second time during the series we've picked up a win, yet EA have taken it away from us. So again, we lose. Oh my god, I'm just realising it's now 5 games in this division and we haven't won a single one. We've had 1 draw, we've had 4 losses, and as things stand, we need 11 points from our remaining 5 games, or we are getting relegated to Division 4. So the loss streak continues, or the absence of a win, I should say, continues, because we did get a draw in the last game. But yeah, it's now 4 defeats and 1 draw in the first 5 games of Division 3. It's all over the place right now. Seriously, my head has gone. I can't believe it. I mean, sure, that one's EA's fault, but even so, that record is terrible. 4 defeats and a draw in our opening 5 games. What's going on? Oh, unbelievable. But anyway, we take on this team for the next game. Got straight into this one. It's a good Serie A side with a Colombian trio up front of Falcao, Ibarbo and Muriel, with some great players in there: Handanovic, Constant, Ogbonna, Chiellini, Abate, Vidal, De Rossi, Guarin in there as well. So a really awesome Serie A side plus Falcao. So coming into this game, I was very worried that we'd have another defeat, but in the 14th minute we did get our first goal of the game. Cavani runs through, blasts it past Handanovic, and it's 1-0 to us 15 minutes in. So thankfully we're in front here, and in the 59th minute here, Marquinhos collects the ball, gives it to Alessandrini. It comes to Badimo. Our left back rolls it through to Cavani. Cavani gets past past his man with a nice stop and turn, finds Valbuena. Valbuena chips it in, and it's a wonderful header by Alessandrini. Pass Handanovic, really good header, and it's 2-0 here. So 61 minutes in, we were 2-0 up, and yeah, in the 63rd minute, Ben Arthur came through down the right hand side, takes on Kevin Constant, beats him after he flicks the ball up. Nice little around the world, flicks it over his head, goes 1-on-1. His shot's well saved by the goalkeeper, and Menez's half volley is well saved again. So still 2-0, and in injury time here, the last chance falls to Cavani, but his header goes just wide of the post. So this time we do get a 2-0 win, and as we were going back to the sort of the match details, I was so worried that EA were going to disconnect us again, but thankfully they didn't this time. We did get given a 2-0 win as deserved, and we do pick up our first 3 points of the season. We still need another 8 points in our 4 games to play, or else we still will be getting relegated. But you know, we got the win, we got the first win in the division finally, and you know, touch wood, hopefully from here on out we can start to pick up the form that we've been showing all through the series, and you know, start to get those wins that's going to keep us in this division, and hopefully we can just put this division behind us, you know, just completely forget about it after we finish with this, and start to press on in the next season. But of course the job's not done. We still do need 8 points from our remaining 4 games, so it still isn't over yet, and there's still a good chance we could be getting relegated. I mean, we are predicted to get relegated at the moment, so it would not be a surprise to see us go down. We take on this side though for the next game, a 4-1-2-1-2 Serie A side once again here, 82 rated, 100 chemistry, some great players in there. Obviously another centre-back partnership of Chiellini and Ogbonna is going to be hard to break down. De Rossi's in there as well, Marchetti's in goal, Borja Valero's in there as well, so a really good side, and it is actually Borja Valero who gives this guy the lead. Oh no, it isn't, sorry, it's the Belgian guy whose name I can't pronounce. He gets the goal anyway in the 17th minute, a really good finish, and the guy is 1-0 up here, 17 minutes in, so I was like, oh god, not again, we're going back to the defeats again. And in the 40th minute, Giovinco's shot is well saved by Sirigu, so he denies him here, and it's still 1-0, but it wasn't looking good for us. And from the corner, Borja Valero crosses it in towards Chiellini. It's a free header, and it's just my luck because it deflects off Matuidi, I think it is, on the post, and goes into the back of the net. So it's 2-0 here, and oh, things were looking so bleak. But in the 55th minute, a lifeline as Jeremy Menez comes through the centre here, rolls it off to Valbuena down the right hand side, gets brought down there down the right hand side, and it's a definite penalty. We've missed our last 2 penalties in this series. Surely we're not going to miss 3 out of 3, are we? We give it to Jeremy Menez. Can Menez score here against Marchetti? Oh my god, I am not going to want to see that again. It's 3 penalty misses out of 3, and everything is going wrong right now. It's an awful miss by Menez, and straight from the goal kick, the ball runs towards Sirigu. I remember in the last episode I dropped the ball and tried to play out from the back. It's happened again. I just tried to blast it. It hits Tevez. It goes straight to him, and he puts the ball into the empty net. What on earth am I doing? What's going on? I've completely lost it. My head's gone. The ability is completely just sunk out of my hands. It's all over the place right now. It's 3-0 to this guy, and in the 75th minute, Marchetti denies our best chance of the game. It finishes 3-0 to our opponent, and oh my goodness gracious me, it's 5 defeats out of 7 games in this division, and Jesus Christ, it is looking so bleak. We've got 3 games to go. We're 8 points behind in terms of getting relegated. We have to win our remaining 3 games, or we are getting relegated to Division 4. I cannot believe it. It's just completely gone. I don't know what's happened to me. My ability has just left my body. And okay, sure, like, you know, I'm not going to deny the opponents we've been facing have been quite good. But even so, I've never played this bad before. We are just all over the place right now, and yeah, it's looking bleak. We have to win our remaining 3 games, or we are getting relegated. So we came into this game. It was, well, I mean, they're all must-win games right now. So this was a must-win game, a 4-1-2-1-2 League One side. So we knew who we were coming up against. We've used all of these players at one stage or another in this series: Sirigu, Digne, Marquinhos, and Kalu, Mariano, Mavuba. Mavuba, and the other players I can't think of, but they're all players we've used before anyway, so I was feeling confident because I knew all about the players. And in the 5th minute we did take the lead. Jeremy Menez robs his man and rifles the ball into the top corner. I was trying to pick up the ball here, but I couldn't even do that. That's how bad my FIFA ability was. Couldn't even pick the ball up from the celebration. So anyway, Menez gets the goal and it's 1-0 here, and we're in front. And in the 10th minute, Cavani tries to dink the ball over Sirigu, but sadly it does go over the bar, so still 1-0 to us, and we were in the driving seat. And from the goal kick here, he tries to play out from the back. Mariano finds Nkalu here. The centre back gives it to Mavuba. but he loses the ball. It comes to Valbuena. Valbuena gives it to Cavani. Fake shot, puts the defender on the floor, and ends up putting the ball past Sirigu. So 2-0 here, 12 minutes in, and as things stood, we are finally going to get back to winning ways. And as I said, it was a must-win game. All our games are going to be must-win from now on, and this was looking like a really, really good start to us. 12 minutes in, 1-0 up, and straight from kickoff here, he gives the ball away. It comes to Valbuena. Valbuena finds Cavani, back to Menez, back to Cavani. Cavani finds Alessandrini. Lovely passing, comes to Menez. Wonderful through ball. Alessandrini tries to round the goalkeeper, does just that. His shot hits the post, but it comes to Valbuena, and Valbuena puts it into the empty net. So Valbuena, 14 minutes in, makes it 3-0 to us, and not much happened there until the 31st minute when Cavani picked the ball up, played a wonderful through ball to Jeremy Menez here. Menez goes one-on-one with this guy, with us, sorry, and Menez puts the ball past Sirigu. So he's back in the game here, 32 minutes in, it's 3-1, and a real good chance for this guy to come back into this game. And by the way we were playing right now, it was looking quite likely we'd have a 4-3 defeat. But in the 43rd minute here, Cavani uses his pace to get round in Kalu, goes through past his man, rolls it through to Jeremy Menez. Menez goes one-on-one. The shot is well saved, sadly, however. The guy tries to play out from the back, and once again it's eventually given away when it comes to Nkalu. He finds Jeremy Menez. Menez plays it to Alessandrini, goes through one-on-one, and it's a wonderful, wonderful finish past Sirigu, and we are 4-1 up here on the stroke of half-time. So as things still, we are finally going to get back to winning ways. But again, my defending was terrible, and in the 60th minute here, Badimo gets completely done by Payet here, who chips it over the top to Cavani. One touch and ends up rifling the ball into the far corner. What a goal by Cavani, and the guy's back in the game. So 4-2, still a real chance for this guy to come back and get some points off us, and of course that would mean we would be getting relegated, because we do need to win all our games. And in the 64th minute here, Jeremy Menez comes through down the right hand side here. Nice little burl spin, gets round his man, takes aim. Good save by Sirigu, but there's Valbuena. Once again, it's a rebound goal for our playmaker, and he makes it 5-2. So another 3-goal cushion, exactly what we needed, as my defence was looking so sceptical. But in the 85th minute here, the chip comes through to Cavani. Cavani's going to run one-on-one with the goalkeeper here. We go down the left-hand side, tries to ball roll, and end up trying to chip it over the goalkeeper, but sadly the piece of skill did not come off for us, and it went straight out for a goal kick here. But from the goal kick, once again he tries to play out from the back every single time, but he eventually just gives the ball away with Mariano. Mariano finds no one. It comes to Menez. Menez with a roulette, gets a bit lucky, but ends up putting the ball into the back of the net. So 6-2 the final score. Great to get back to winning ways, but of course the job is not done, so we need to win our remaining 2 games of the division, or else we'll be getting relegated. And as always guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, put a load of likes on this video and I'll upload some career mode for you later on tonight. So thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you for another episode of career mode hopefully later on tonight.